Tulip square, and today I'm going to show you how to make this pretty table runner. It's called SpinDance, and it's 16 by 46 when it's done, so it's a nice good size, and it's got some pretty pinwheels on it. And we're going to head over to my sewing machine and we're going to make this. And I want to remind you to be sure and join our Facebook group because we have a lot of fun over there and we need more people to be over there having more fun with us. So join our Facebook group, the link is below, and let's head over to the sewing machine and make this pretty runner. Okay, to make this table runner, which is called SpinDance, we're going to need 4 fabrics: a dark, a medium, a very light, and a white. And I'm going to use all shades of blues. And these are from Moda, a collection called Blueprint. It's got, it must be close to 40 different shades of different kinds of blueprints, and they're really pretty. But that's Moda Blueprint. So we're going to get started with this. And the first thing we're going to do is move some of these pieces out of the way. You're going to take your lightest squares and draw a line diagonally on the back of each one. And you're going to pair it up with the darkest squares of the same size. And making good old half square triangles. You're going to sew a seam on each side of that line you drew 1/4 inch away from it. So 2 seams 1/4 inch apart each from that line, so they will be actually 1/2 inch apart down the middle. So go ahead and sew that, and then once you've sewn those 2 seams, you're going to cut along the line you drew. So I'm going to go do that and I'll be right back. All right, once you sew seams on each side of that line you drew and you cut on that line after you've sewn them, you're going to have 2 1/4 inch seams left over, and you're going to open these up and press them. Let's see, like that. And then, whoops, and then you'll have a piece that looks like this. So then what you're going to do, move those out of the way, is you're going to take each piece that you've already pressed open, and you're going to take your medium blues and you're going to draw a diagonal line on the back of each of them, and you're going to line them up with each of these, but you're going to make sure that it's going perpendicular to your first diagonal line. So this line is going this way, so the next line is going this way. And then we're going to repeat the same process. We're going to line it up nice and evenly, and you're going to sew a 1/4 inch seam on each side of that line you drew. And then you're going to cut that in half also. And then once you do that, you will have pieces that look like this. Actually, you'll have pieces that look, you'll have 2 that are kind of opposite each other. You'll have a left and a right, which we'll call A and B, but we'll get to that in a minute. So first, go ahead and sew your seams. Make sure it's a careful 1/4 inch away from that line on each side. Sew them together like that. Remember, just line them up together and give them a 1/4, one of them, the right side one, a 1/4 turn. And then we'll sew all those, and I'll be right back. Okay, now you have 8 pieces sewn like this. Also, press those towards the dark one when you press. So you're going to take these, and you're going to take one and flip it around opposite, like so. And you're going to sew that center seam right here. So you will have your little pinwheel right there in the middle, okay? So you're going to do that, and you'll be making 2 pinwheel squares. So you're just going to do that with these 2. Press those seams open after you've sewn them, and then we'll move on. Okay, now you've got 2 of these little blocks done, both of them with the medium blue kind of all pointing that way, okay? So we're going to set these aside, and we're going to do the same process with the rest of these little blocks. We're going to take 2, line them up like this, and take 1 and do a 1/4 turn. The difference is we're lining them up with this in a different corner to start with. Now you have your 4 pieces just like this, and you're going to take these and do the same thing as you did before. Flip one upside down, sew the center seam, do the same on the other pair. Sew your center seams, press the seams open, and you'll have those blocks done. And there we go. Okay, you've got these done. You've got 2 squares like this and 2 squares like this. They're kind of opposite, as you can see. So what you're going to do next is you're going to sew these white strips to both sides, to 2 sides, opposite sides of each block, okay? So just opposite sides, like here and here. Use nice 1/4 inch seams and then press them towards this white sashing. go ahead and do that on all 4 blocks. We'll set the blocks aside for just a second, and we're going to take these remaining white strips, and you're going to sew one of these little dark squares to each end of each of the remaining. There's 5 left, so put one on each end. Now you got these little strips finished, and you press them towards the sashing, and then you're going to sew one edge of each of the blocks, like so, and make sure you line up your corners so the little blocks line up with your corners. So go ahead and sew them to one edge of each block, and you will have one of the strips left over. And then when you've sewn those on, press them towards the sashing. Okay, all your squares are basically done like this, with a white sashing on 2 sides, and this top one finished with the corners on one side, and the last edge is not got anything on it. So we're going to set those aside for a moment, and we're going to take this last strip, and we're going to sew one of our light little squares to one end and a medium square to the other end, and then we're going to set this square, this strip aside for a few minutes. Now, using all these piles of little squares you cut out, we're going to make a couple of different strips. First of all, you're going to take these 5 colors. You're going to take a medium, a light, a dark, a medium, a light, and you're going to make 4 strips like that, okay? And then you're going to make 6 like this that are light, medium, light, dark, light. Okay, so make all of those. You've got making 4 of these and 6 of these. Okay, you've made 5 of these with the medium, light, dark, medium, light. You made 4 of these. Okay, so we're done with those. You made 6 of these that are light, medium, light, dark, light. So you're going to set aside 4 of those, and with the last 2 of these, you're going to sew just a little bit more stuff here. You're going to put a dark on each end here, and on the opposite end you're going to put a medium and a dark. So just add a dark to each end of just 2 of these last strips, and a medium and a dark to the opposite end. And now you have these 2 strips done. So these are your longest ones. I'm going to set these aside for a minute. The long ones are called the E strips, okay? And then we've got these with the dark in the middle are going to be called our C strips, and these with the dark offset a little bit are going to be called the D strips. So what we're going to do is take a block. So now I'm going to take an A block, a C, and a D strip. The C strip has the dark in the middle here. The C strip goes on this side, and that's either way because it's the same both directions. Okay. And then the D strip, I'm going to put it on this side with the darker strip toward the bottom. So don't put it this way because it's going to be right next to that dark square. So put it like this so the strip is with the dark down. So just do that on the 2 A blocks. Okay, now your A blocks look like this. You've got an A block, a C strip here, and a D strip here with the dark towards the bottom. Now we're going to do the B blocks. And the B blocks get also a C and a D, but on opposite sides. Okay, so I'm going to take my C and my D. The C goes over on the right side, and the D goes on the left, also with the dark towards the bottom. Okay, we've got all our squares this far. We've got 2 of these A's and 2 of these B's. So all we're going to do now is put them together like this. Always with the sashing on the left side, you're going to put an A, and then a B, and then another A over here, and another B, and connect them all in a strip, always with the sashing on the left side. So you'll have a strip of 4, and make sure you alternate the pieces. I'm going to go do that, and I'll be right back. Now you've got all 4 blocks sewn together in a strip, all with their sashing on the left side. So you've got the last end needs its last piece of last strip. So you're going to sew this on here and make sure you put it so it makes sense. You don't want these 2 together and those 2 together. So whichever way it ends up working for you, put it so you don't have 2 colors touching each other. And sew that end strip on. Okay, now all that's left to do is on each end you're going to sew these last strips that were all the little blocks. And you've got 2 of them, and what you want to do is not put them so you've got colors like that at both ends. You want to flip it around so that you have the two darks and then two different colors, two darks and two different colors at each end. So that's all you have to do is put those on each end and your runner is done. So I'm gonna go sew those on. And that's it, it's all finished. It's kind of hard to show it to you here, but there it is. It's pretty cute. So now it's all set to be quilted and bound. So now you know how to make this pretty table runner, and you can see that the secret of making it is making the little pinwheels reverse. They go in two different directions, which saves you all your extra fabric, so you're not throwing away some of your half square triangles because you're just making them in the other direction for the alternating pinwheels. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet, and hit the little bell if you want to be notified every time we put up a new video, which is the first and third Saturday of every month. And the download for this pattern will be in the description below. And don't forget to join our Facebook group because we have a lot of fun over there. And we throw around new ideas for what we might want to make new patterns of, and we'd like suggestions from people. So be sure to join us over there. And have a good week and happy sewing. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.